Yes, people, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for match week number 12 of the 21-22 Premier League season. The international break is finally over. The international break no more until March now. So, it's basically club football right up until then. So, the relief is absolutely amazing, I have to say. So let's have a quick look at how everyone did in Match Week 11. I have to say there were a lot of shock results in Match Week 11, so I only got 4 points. So very poor from me. But in the top scorer category, we have Ballum, and Ballum managed to get 10 points, and to be fair, he got quite a few right, actually. Obviously, I think he got City right. I think he got Southampton right as well. So very well done, Ballum. 10 points. Other scores, obviously, there were a lot of 7s, a lot of 6s, 5s, 4s. There was also an 8 in there. There was also 2s. And there was also, for probably the first time, a 0 as well. But yeah, guys, we are getting very close to 1.5k subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. But the first game to preview and predict after this international break is Leicester City against Chelsea. 1 win apiece and 3 draws. The last result was a 2-0 win to Leicester City. Well, all the talk about Leicester City after this international break is whether Brendan Rodgers is house hunting again. There's been lots of speculation of him being linked with the Manchester United job. Well, obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still in charge. There's still a lot of speculation anyway about Ole's future, but that must be really annoying for Leicester City fans, knowing that Brendan Rodgers is continuously being linked away from Leicester City. Look, Rodgers is a very good manager. I can safely say that. He is a very good manager. I'm not sure Manchester United fans would want him, though, because of his links to Liverpool. I just can't see it. Anyway, but Leicester City 1-1 with Leeds, and I have to say, I know Rafinha scored the opening goal. Harvey Barnes equalised very quickly, which was a very good finish, it has to be said. But Leicester City should have won that game, and another VAR decision has gone against Leicester City. That ball clearly touches off Diego Llorente, goes to Jamie Vardy. Vardy is absolutely cleaned out in the box. It's not offside, comes off a Leeds defender. If that's not given offside, then that's definitely given a penalty, and I think Leicester probably go on and win that game. It's as simple as that. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things for Leicester City. But they'll be hoping that the international break came at the right time for them, because been a bit stop and start for Leicester City as well. Chelsea surprisingly got a 1-1 draw with Burnley in the last game as well. Like, Chelsea were not very good in that game anyway. Burnley played very well and managed to get a point. Chelsea did not take advantage of the more possession that they had. Burnley had a couple of efforts on goal, and obviously they got the goal from Vidra. So very good finish as well. Thomas Tuchel was named manager of the month as well. So it's a very difficult one. Very difficult one to obviously say how this game is going to go. But both sides after an international break. Manager of the month, obviously, for Thomas Tuchel. We have seen in the past that obviously when Nuno got it, their form went completely down. I don't think Chelsea's form will go down, but going to Leicester City is a very tricky task. I'm actually going to say that this is going to end in a draw. I'm going to say Leicester City 1, Chelsea 1. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between this sides. And now we move into the 3 o'clock games, and it is Aston Villa against Brighton. It is 1 win apiece and 2 draws. Only been 4 meetings in the Premier League era between those two, and the last result was a 2-1 win to Brighton and Hove Albion. It's all change. Aston Villa as well. Dean Smith getting his marching orders from Aston Villa after 5 straight defeats. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Aston Villa's form in 2021 has been absolutely shocking. I think it's like something like 18 or 20 defeats in 2021. So, I think Dean Smith has probably been sacked because of I don't think he's been sacked because of the 5 straight defeats. I think it's because of the form in 2021. And you look at the form, they had poorer form than Newcastle United. That's saying something, because Newcastle United have not been great. But the fact that Aston Villa have had, I think, 20 defeats in 2021 is really, really poor from them. So I have to say it is probably the right decision to get rid of Dean Smith. In his place comes Steven Gerrard. Now, I think it's a good move for Aston Villa. Look, I know there's a load of Villa fans not being totally excited over Steven Gerrard, but the man managed to get the title back from Celtic and Scottish football. He had an unbeaten season as well. His record in Europe was very, very good. Yes, I know there'll be obviously Rangers fans saying that Gerrard's left too soon, but the way that Aston Villa played against Southampton, there was just no plan. There was just no plan there. Southampton managed to get a 1-0 win, and it was a very, very good win. Anwar El Ghazi was very, very lucky to stay on the pitch as well. So I have to say, I think it's going to be a really, really interesting time of it to see how Gerrard does. Gerrard's got a very, very good style of play. He's a very attacking manager as well. Can be defensive as well. So I think Villa fans will enjoy Gerrard, and he has to get off to a good start as well. Brighton, well, you have to say, how did Brighton do in the last match? Yeah, 1-1 draw with Newcastle United. Obviously, they will be without Robert Sanchez, who got a straight red card, bringing down Callum Wilson. And, it was a red card. It was a definite red card, you'd have to say as well. But Brighton are unbeaten on the road at this moment in time as well. This is a very, very tricky one to call, but I just think because of the new managerial bounce, Gerrard will get a good reception by Aston Villa fans. I'm going to go for them to get a home win in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Aston Villa. I do think Villa will get the victory in that one. And now we have Burnley against Crystal Palace. 3 wins to Burnley, 2 wins to Crystal Palace. The last result was a 1-0 win to Burnley. Burnley getting a 1-1 draw with Chelsea. Very, very good performance. Very, very good. They could have won very right close to the end as well. Really, really unlucky for Burnley. They were fantastic against Chelsea. Obviously Vidra did get the goal. But I thought Nick Pope had a very good game in the Burnley goal. People have been saying it's not been his best season, but I think you can see he's still a very, very good goalkeeper, top goalkeeper, the Nick Pope is, and it's always nice to see. Ben Mee, I think, has joined Twitter as well. So a lot of good stuff is happening at Burnley. Look, I think people would have probably expected Burnley to maybe struggle at the start, because they always seem to struggle at the start of the season. So they are starting to get points on the board, you would have to say as well. Crystal Palace, very good 2-0 victory over Wolves in the last game. Wilfred Zaha getting a very, very good finish as well. Also Conor Gallagher called up to the England squad this week as well. So, Conor Gallagher has been very fantastic, but I'm taking nothing away from Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira has been very, very good for Crystal Palace so far. I think Palace are playing very good football under Patrick Vieira as well. And because of that, because Palace are away from home, I think Palace are a better team away from home than they are at Selhurst Park. I think I've said this quite a few times already, but I just feel that they are. I think the way that they attack, the way that they defend as well, I think there'll be too much for Burnley. I can see them going to Turf Moor. Look, Turf Moor is a very tough place to go to, but I just have a feeling this time around that Palace are going to win this one. So I am going to go for a 2-0 win to Crystal Palace. And now we have Newcastle United against Brentford. 4 wins to Newcastle, 1 win to Brentford. Last result was a 3-1 win to Newcastle. But this would have been all the way back in the, obviously, the Championship as well. So I have to say, Newcastle United, they did get a 1-1 draw with Brighton, but the big news is Eddie Howe is the new manager at the helm of Newcastle United, and already it looks good for Newcastle United under Howe. The players seem to be getting on with them as well. Look, Eddie Howe is a very good manager. His Bournemouth sides were very, very good. Very attacking play as well. So that Newcastle fans have been wanting change for ages. And I predicted at the start of the season, I did not think Steve Bruce would survive the season with Newcastle. Been proved right by that already. I think having Howe there, he will give them good attacking football. It's just whether or not they can keep the goals out of the net. But it's going to be very, very interesting anyway for Newcastle. But yeah, they're coming up against the Brentford side who they lost 4 on the bounce at the moment. So that good form already is kind of slipping away ever so slightly. But I still think they're not in any relegation trouble. I still think they're going to have enough to stay up this season. A 2-1 defeat to get against Norwich was very disappointing anyway. But the thing is, Brentford do actually attack teams very, very well, and they do give people chances as well. But Thomas Frank is a very good manager, and I fully expect him to get out of this as well. However, they are going to a rampant St James's Park. Obviously, 52,000 in front of St James's Park, of course. This is going to be a very, very good game. I'm going to give Newcastle a big home win over Brentford in this one. I just think they will just scrape through this one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Newcastle United. I just feel that they'll be too strong for Brentford. And then we have Norwich City against Southampton. 4 wins to Southampton and 1 win to Norwich. The last result was a 3-0 win to Southampton. Well. Norwich City win their first game of the season, a 2-1 win against Brentford, and then straight after the game, Daniel Farke is sacked as Norwich City manager. Look, I think the decision was probably made before the game anyway. And new managers have been allowed to come in as well to work with the players, and that new manager is Dean Smith. Now, I'm going to be honest, Norwich fans, and obviously, Norwich fans, let me know in the comments if you're happy with this appointment with Dean Smith. I don't think any manager that comes into this Norwich side is good enough to keep them up. I'm going to say that now. Look, it's a very good win against Brentford. That is a very, very good win. But it's whether or not you can keep that up. And I just don't see it, unfortunately, for you guys. But Dean Smith is a good appointment. But is he the manager to keep you up? I'm not so sure. I think you might just have to look ahead to next season. Prepare for life in the Championship. Yes, it's still too early to say, but the way that Norwich have been playing, yes, 5 points is very, very good, but they're still eyeing on that low points total the Derby County reached as well. But good luck to Dean Smith. Obviously, Frank Lampard did turn it down, and I think Dean Smith is a good appointment. Southampton getting a 1-0 win over Aston Villa. Adam Armstrong getting a goal. I think that's his first goal since the opening day of the season as well. So very good to see as well. Looking at this game, I can only see a Southampton win, in all honesty. I just think they'll be too strong. They'll be too strong for Norwich City. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Southampton in this one. Now, a very interesting matchup. We have Watford against Manchester United. 4 wins to United and 1 win to Watford. The last result was a 2-0 win to Watford. Watford getting a 1-0 defeat to Arsenal. Claudio Ranieri was not a happy bunny, was he? He did not look a happy bunny. Look, I think they were unlucky against Arsenal. To only lose 1-0 was a good result. Disappointing that they obviously lost, but I think the way that they played, I think Claudio Ranieri would be pretty happy with the way they played. It was a very, very disappointing result, but sportsmanship, yes, I think Arsenal should have played the ball out of play. Manchester United, Ollie is still hanging on to his job as we speak at this moment in time. But against Manchester City, they were absolutely shocking. I thought the effort was just not there. Lack of effort, like no fight, no grit, no hunger. what's happened to Manchester United? Like, it seems to be a team of individuals. I said this last night on a stream that Manchester United, all the things you need is play as a team, don't be a team of individuals, get rid of McFred. Maybe Harry Maguire, yes, I know he scored a goal for England, but his Manchester United form has been shocking. So he maybe needs a time out of the team as well. This is a very tricky one to call because, Watford will be angry about the Arsenal defeat. Manchester United will need to play a lot better as well. But it's that away form. It's that away form for Manchester United, and I just think they're going to just sneak this result. But I'm not confident in predicting anything other than a United win. But I'm not confident at all, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I just don't see Watford getting a win here, unfortunately. And now we have Wolves against West Ham. 3 wins to Wolves and 2 wins to West Ham. The last result was a 3-2 win to West Ham. Wolves, 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace. Disappointing result, but they've been in fantastic form. They had 13 points from their last 5 games. Disappointing to lose, but, the one thing you can say is that Hwang has been very, very good as well. I think Wolves will be okay. West Ham, West Ham fans will be absolutely buzzing with a 3-2 win over Liverpool, and thoroughly deserved. They played really, really well as well. Look, people have been saying a lot of things. That Liverpool lost their first game as well. Not giving much credit to West Ham. I give full credit to West Ham. I thought they were absolutely superb in that game and thoroughly deserved to win as well. So for this game, I think West Ham are going to go away to Wolves, and I think they will come away with a victory. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Ham in that one. And now we have Liverpool against Arsenal, the evening game. Of course, 4 wins to Liverpool and 1 win to Arsenal. The last result was a 3-1 win to Liverpool. Liverpool getting a 3-2 defeat to West Ham. Second best, I'm afraid. Second best throughout that game. Very, very poor from Liverpool. And very poor performance, you'd have to say. Very, very poor. Look, it's going to be a very, very interesting game against Arsenal, because Arsenal, I think, have had 8 clean sheets out of the last 10 games, which is very good from Arsenal as well. The injuries are again starting to pile up for Liverpool. Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane are both doubts for this game as well. It's not looking too good anyway. But I have to say, Arsenal have really improved under Mikel Arteta. This is a very, very tricky game. However, Arsenal's record at Anfield is absolutely shocking. I think the last 4 meetings, if I remember rightly, it's 3-1, 3-1, 5-1 and 4-0. So it's not very good for Arsenal fans. It's not been a very good record for them as well. So Arsenal fans, they've had a very, very good time of it. I think the international break probably came at the wrong time for Arsenal. So with that being said, I'm going for a Liverpool victory, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Liverpool. I think Liverpool will bounce back in this one. But it'll be interesting to see. It's a shame Bobby Firmino's injured, because he has a very good record against Arsenal, doesn't he? So, but I still think Liverpool will be too strong for Arsenal. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Liverpool. Now we move into the Sunday games. At Manchester City against Everton. 5 wins to the Citizens, and the last result was a 5-0 victory to Manchester City. Man City, well, they didn't really have to get out of second gear against Manchester United. A very good victory. Eric Bailly own goal and a Bernardo Silva goal as well. I think Bernardo Silva's scored in his last 3 appearances at Old Trafford as well. Very, very good from Manchester City. Very, very good indeed. But this is a very interesting game, because City, after the international break, they do seem to do well after the international break as well. Everton 0-0 with Tottenham. Mason Holgate will be suspended as well, and Richarlison could have had a penalty, but Chris Kavanagh goes to the monitor and changes his mind. In my opinion, I think that is a penalty. as much as Chris Kavanagh has done very, very wrong in that incident, I do think that is a penalty. I think Tottenham got away with one there anyway as well. This is going to be an easy win for City. Going to go for a 3-0 win to Manchester City. Don't think Everton have got a chance in this one. And now we have Tottenham against Leeds. This is the final game of the weekend. It is one draw, 1 win to Leeds and 3 wins to Spurs. The last result was a 3-0 win to Tottenham. Tottenham 0-0 with Everton, but you are now seeing the way that Conte wants to get his teams playing, aren't you? You can definitely see them getting a way of playing. That is for sure. But they do need wins, I have to say. They definitely do need wins. 0-0, not a very good result, but back in front of their home fans, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be absolutely fine with that. Leeds United 1-1 with Leicester City in the last game, but they've not got a good record in London. They have not got a good record in London. So, with that being said, will Patrick Bamford be back? Time will tell. I mean, I think Leeds are just lacking something up front. Really, really lacking something up front. And I do worry for Leeds. I really, really do. And I just think the way that, Tottenham were playing under Conte, obviously, you can't really say much about their performance in the Conference League, but they were very, very good. They were very, very good in that game. Anyway, so I'm actually going to go for a Tottenham win, and I think Tottenham will score a few past Leeds. Leeds are very leaky at the back, so I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Tottenham. But I just don't see anything other than a Tottenham win. Tottenham 3, Leeds United 0. So that is it. That is match week number 12 done and dusted. As I've said, leave predictions in the comment section down below, and like Ballum, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I'll go for my predictions very, very quickly. So we have Leicester City 1, Chelsea 1. Aston Villa 1, Brighton 0, Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2, Newcastle United 2, Brentford 1, Norwich City 0, Southampton 2, Watford 1, Manchester United 2, Wolves 1, West Ham United 2, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3, Everton 0, and Tottenham 3, Leeds United 0. So that is it. That is match week 12 done and dusted, and we will see what happens in these games. Obviously, Liverpool, Arsenal, probably the pick of the games in there as well, but new managerial debuts for Steven Gerrard, for Eddie Howe, and Dean Smith as well. So should be very, very interesting. So that's it from me for another video, and we shall see what happens anyway. But I will see you all in the next video. Enjoy the football. No more international breaks until March. Should be very, very good. Like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye for now.